All right, we should be live. Welcome, everyone. um, Thank you for tuning in. Uh, yeah, so I uh I just had I don't even know where to even begin with this video, so I apologize. So much has happened within the past hour. I've been trying to get everything organized and ready, and it's just been so many things just piling up last second. Um, it's just and I haven't even achieved what I needed to achieve yet. So, anyways, welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Um, so today, we are going to. It's going to be a long one, so definitely buckle up for that. There's going to be a lot of updates with the Cashemon. Um, so before I get started with showing you guys extra things here, as you can probably see the little thumbnail here with these guys, I will enlarge them and show you. I want to explain some things. So today, um, it is just going to be myself on the live stream. Unfortunately, right now, Hydra is very sick. He is unable to attend the live stream right now. He is going to the doctors right now to figure out what is going on. So if he's not in the chat very often in the past couple days, please bear with him. He is pretty sick right now, so that is why he's not on this live stream with us today. Um, also, so a couple things today. I'm going to show you the teenager versions. Um, they're on my screen over here. That's why I'm looking over here. The teenager versions of the Cashmons today. Um, there's a lot. Uh, I'm gonna go through. I cannot show you the document. I was gonna take screenshots. I'm like, that's just gonna be too much stuff to like edit and put together. So I'm just gonna go through the document myself while I have the images up, so you guys can look at those and go through the updates. Um, Keep in mind that with these updates today, um, they are still very subject to change. So everything I provide you today is currently up to date. I spent, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, an hour and a half for the very first meeting. And then last night, I started the meeting, I think a little after 11. I didn't get off until after 1:30 a.m. my time, um, going through the document with the team. So we went through a lot of information, a lot of different changes, things like that. So just bear with me going through this. If I do not get to your questions, if you guys have questions, I will get to them at the end of this stream. I promise. Like I said, it is going to be a lengthy one. And yeah, so a lot of this stuff can change. So just keep that in mind too. So everything I provide you today does not mean it is set in stone, but more than likely, I would say 95%, a lot of this stuff is you're going to see in the game. Right. So, um, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me see some of the comments before I go ahead and proceed. Uh, oh, nice. Good to see you here, Bert. Hey, Mary. Hey, honey. What's up, B? Irish King, what's up, man? Uh, I don't know how to say your name. Pierre. I'm going to call you Pierre. I'm probably butchering that, and I apologize. I am horrible with names, and I am horrible with vocab. So I apologize with that. But welcome, man. James, welcome. Jay, thank you. I appreciate that, man. And Dad Bod, you're here. Awesome. Good to see you, man. I don't know how to read your name, but you sent me hearts. I appreciate that. And what's up, Crypto Gaming Boy? Um, oh, by the way, Crypto Game Boy, I will get back to you. I promise, man. I've just been dealing with a lot of stuff on the on this at the side of things. So just bear with me. I will get back to you. I promise you. Okay. So let's get started, guys. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything here really quick. I got the document up for you to go over with you guys, and then also the Cashemons. Okay, so before I get started, I do want a couple more things I want to tell you. Next week, we should have the finalized versions of the adults. So we will be able to show you guys those two as well next week. And also, we are getting a new emblem update. So, as you guys know, the Cashemon update or emblem right now is with the older babies, the older drawings. We are getting that revamped to the newer ones. So, we should be expecting that maybe next week sometime. I don't know when, maybe towards the end of the week. But once we get that out, you guys will see that as well, too. So, um, and cool. I'm glad I didn't pronounce that too bad. Awesome. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with. I'm gonna bring them over here. I'm gonna start with the teenage rabbit. You guys seen this, I believe, on the last uh, one of the last live streams. I can't remember which one it was that we did. So yeah, so this is what he's gonna look like in the game. Um, I did see. So before I get started again, I apologize. Like I said, I there's a lot here within the past week that I've had to deal with updating this game. So I did see a snippet of the battle sequence, and it looks good. The animations look good. However, there needs to be tweaking. So they definitely need to bring in the user interface that I'm trying to get them to do. So that was a discussion last night. I cannot provide that video of that. Again, some of this stuff I cannot show you, but I can describe it to you. So once we get, a demo video of the actual battle sequence of what the user interface will look like, should be able to show you guys. But as of right now, I'm not able to, but I will let you know that the environment and stuff like that does look pretty good. I like it. Um, anyways, all right, so let's go ahead and proceed here. So we have 11 viewers. We had 15, 4 people left because they apparently don't like me rambling. That's okay. So let's go. All right, so this is the teenage rabbit here. You guys have already seen him. Can I not? Okay, so apparently I can't show you anymore there. So yesterday I showed you guys this guy. They did remodel him a little bit differently than the previous version that I showed you guys, I think, last week. So he is more up to date. This is what he's going to look like in game. I personally like this version of the teenage turtle, a lot better. So that is going to be the version that you guys are going to see in the game as a teenager. We'll go ahead and show you the teenage lizard here. This is going to be this teenage lizard. I think he looks pretty cool. He looks like he's well, there's the dragon. I'll show you guys that here in a second. I don't know why it does that. I apologize. But yeah, he looks pissed off. I like it. He looks pretty cool. Definitely, I'd say one of my top favorites. Definitely not compared to the dragon, and I'll show you the dragon now since you already got a snippet of it. That's going to be the teenage dragon. I love I don't know if you guys can see it on your screen, but I love the texture looking for the scales on his body and in his wings. There's a texture to his wings here. And I don't know. I really like that. It just gives it more of a realistic appeal. So I really like that. And the last character here for the teenagers is Falco Boy here, the Falcon. He is the teenager. I think he looks pretty cool. Definitely a big improvement from the very first illustrations, right? So again, next week we should have the adult versions of the Falcon, the lizard, the turtle. We've already seen the rabbit and then the dragon. So, but I'll show you all of them next week if we get them. So these are the teenage Cashemons. So pretty cool stuff. I will go ahead and re-show you guys this at the end too. If that's a question, if you're just jumping in right now and you missed one of these, please let me know. I will go back and re-show you the teenagers. So All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the document. Again, I cannot show you this information. However, I'm going to go just down the whole every page here and give you guys uh, all the updates. So right first, as you guys know, we have common, which is your general basic Cashemon, right? They're the ones that you're more likely going to see a lot of people having because, again, as it goes up the chain of unique, rare, and legendary, the percentage of getting them or hatching them is going to be smaller and smaller, smaller. And the reason why, just like an NFT, the less it's out there, circulating, the more it's going to be worth money, right? So it goes from common, unique, rare, and legendary. Um, so basically, some of the updates that we have made is that because this is what we call the rich version, and this was something that we kind of stepped away from when we were talking with the team about building Cashemon, because when we first came up with Cashemon, we didn't want to make a copy of Pokemon. So what we were trying to do, excuse me, we were coming up with, what about Cashemon, the rich version, where they have watches, accessories like that, just like in other NFTs that they have like hats and gold chains and stuff like that that make it unique and worth more money, right? So we kind of stepped away from that, unfortunately, not on purpose, but we were just getting caught up with so much other stuff. We kind of got sidetracked. So we brought it back to the roots. And what I mean by that is, so if your Cashemon is born a common, you're going to have 2 to 3 random, again, it is random accessories that your Cashemon is wearing. So he could be born with a gold watch, maybe a silver necklace, maybe a hat, maybe some cool shoes, um, things like that. Okay. Now, when a unique is born, he's going to have 3 to 4 accessories on him. For when it's a rare, it's 4 to 5, and in legendary, we'll have 5 to 6 kind of different accessories. Okay, accessories do not have any perks or value to battling players. It has no extra value to battling quests or anything like that. It is simply because, again, remember, the root of this is an NFT. And NFTs, the more unique and the more random it has stuff done to it, it can become more valuable, right? So at the heart of this is still an NFT game. So the accessories are just mainly for looks. You cannot take the accessories off. The accessories are there. Again, this is, I'm telling you guys everything right now that is currently up to date document. Again, everything that I'm telling you right now is subject to change if we see that it needs to be changed. Okay. That doesn't mean bombard us with everyone's recommendation and opinions on what needs to be changed, because I will tell you right now, we take it into consideration, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Okay, we've already done that with the character design, and it's already set us back some. So again, everything we keep changing here pushes the game further and further away. We don't want that. So keep that in mind. But accessories just bring unique, random value to the the Cashemon, right? It gives it a unique look. It makes it different from, say, someone else. Say your best friend bought in the Cashemon. His may be a common and yours might be a common, but they have different accessories on it, which make it look unique. So, um, definitely just keep that in mind. Let me see if I can put a different Cashemon on here for you. Okay, so we talked about it. Baby Cashemon. Now this is for the main game. This doesn't pertain to the egg game. Okay. The egg game, you cannot do any battles yet. Not until the main game. Okay. So the egg game is separate. Okay. Basically it's the pre-game getting you introduced into the main game. Now, the document I'm reading to you is the main game. Now there are features and aspects here that are going to carry into the egg game, because again, when the Cashemon hatches, it is born with accessories. That's part of the egg game as well as the main game. Okay, it just carries over. Now, I was talking to the NFT game developers, and the babies need to level up, right? You need to level up, do battles and quests in order to evolve into a teenager. Well, how else are you going to do that? Battles and quests. Well, you can't see a baby go out there defenseless without a shield or a knife or a spear or a sword or something to battle, right? We expect him to use his fists. Well, that doesn't make sense. So we came up with, when the baby is born, it's going to be born with a weapon. And the weapon is changeable. Shields are changeable. Armor is changeable. Weapons are changeable. Accessories are not. Okay. Common Cashemon are going to have like a wooden club. Unique Cashemon, and then these are the babies, okay? Keep that in mind. Babies are going to be born with a wooden sword. Rare, a wooden spear with a metal head, because a spear has a metal head. It's not going to be like a wooden pointy stick. So we want it to actually look like a weapon. So it's going to be a spear. And legendaries will have a little gold knife. Okay, brings it a little bit more unique. Again, this is a baby. Again, weapons are interchangeable. So as you do quests and you get loot drops, and say you get a better little weapon that is allowed to be equipped for your baby, you can do such. Okay, these are just weapons that your baby Cashemon is going to be born with, so that you can partake in the missions and the quests and battles. Okay. So again, guys, I will answer all your questions at the end of this. Okay. So please just stay tuned until the end of the stream here, and I will get to your questions. Because you're asking questions right now, and I can guarantee you they'll probably be answered. So while I'm reading this. Okay. So we got the stages of the babies, which is it goes from the egg, the baby, to teen, to adult. That's nothing new. You got the 5 families, which you got the lizard, the rabbit, the turtle, the dragon, the falcon. Now ancestries. This is something that I showed last time. This is going to play a part into the game, as well as making sure that the NFTs are all at random and unique as well. Okay, so there are 5 types. There's the basic, dark, zombie, mythical, and angel, or angelic, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. Okay, so I was talking with the team. What would a basic Cashemon look like? Well, a basic Cashemon is just like a common Cashemon, right? It's just a basic. A dark, it's going to have when it's born. It's going to be born with these are like its heritage, its background, right? Like say it's 2 parents mated and its baby formed, and it came from a dark ancestry background. It's going to be born with these traits, right? This is going to actually partake in battles, and I'll explain that later here, and also what it's going to look like. So a dark Cashemon, it might have like a ghost type effect to them, a spirit type, so it may look a little bit more transparent looking. There's going to be aspects brought in, so it'll tell you that it's a dark ancestry background. Zombie, example, it may have an eye hanging out. It may have a horn that's broken off. It may have some flesh peeling off of it. It may have, for the turtle, may have a little bit of a shell broken, showing that it is a zombie background. Mythical, we talked about it. Mythical to me is like Greek mythology, Indian mythology, things of that, so there are going to be features of that brought in as well. And again, once we get into more details with that, you guys will understand that. And an angel could be angel wings, a golden halo above it, a whitish goldish glow appearing to it to show like it's an angelic ancestry background. Okay. Um, so just like with Pokemon, uh, water Pokemon are strong against fire Pokemon, and grass Pokemon are strong against water type Pokemon, and so forth, right? So those type of aspects are going to play along and play into the game as well. So dark might be a little bit weaker to zombie, but might be stronger against a basic, or a basic maybe at like kind of like normal, kind of like a baseline where it doesn't really, it's not fully, um, it's not how do I explain it? Fully negative and a positive. It's kind of just a neutral ground. So there's like no big pluses and minuses and weaknesses and strengths. Angelic may be, weak against zombie, but stronger against dark, vice versa. Things are going to play a part into the game with that. So I'm going down here. Okay. So let me just make sure I am going down the right page here for you guys. Okay, so again, as you guys know, you will be able to pick which Cashemon that you want, and you'll be able to tell if it's a male or a female. We did discuss, and the male and female Cashemon are going to have the gender icons on them, like not physically on the character, but on, on the card or whatever it is that we come up with. You'll be able to tell if it's a male or a female with the gender symbols. All right, so this was a really interesting thing that we came up with, and this partakes to the main game in the egg game. Okay, because this has to do with hatching and the incubation cycle of your egg. Now, I really like this idea because, one, before I get into what it is, um, actually, I'll tell you what it is, and then I'll explain why I like it. So, eggs are going to be 5 days until they hatch, and there's going to be aspects on for you guys to actually nurse the Cashemon. And what I mean by that is, if you guys remember back in the old days about the Tamagotchis, remember Tamagotchi? If you don't, look it up. Basically, it was a simple little a little keychain fob thing. Had a little screen, 3 buttons on it, and you hatched this little Tamagotchi, and you had to take care of it basically every day. You had to make sure you fed it, watered it, whatever. Otherwise, it died. Your Cashmon aren't going to die. However, there's going to be aspects on it in this for the egg side of it, the hatching, that you are going to have to kind of take care of it until it hatches. That could be, you know, I don't know. We're going to come up with some stuff to make it creative, but it basically, my thought is that it makes you get more attached to the game, to care to the Cashemon itself, kind of like Tamagotchi. Everyone back in the day, they treat it as their pet because you had to feed it, take care of it, or it died. Well, your Cashemon isn't going to die. However, you're going to still take care of it and stuff like that, like you would, like a parent would with their child, until it hatches, right? So I really like this little feature. It kind of gets you guys more engaged with the game, things of that nature, and I really like it. Um, I think it'll be a really cool aspect part to the game, and just kind of keep you guys busy as well, and kind of get attached to your Cashemon. Um, Now I'm going down the list here. So again, okay, so I've already explained this before. This was a section I showed last week about the ancestry, the common traits, and the NFT grades, the commons, uniques, rares, and legendaries, the percentages. I've already shown you guys that. That is nothing new. Now, to be able to determine what is a legendary, so we are going to come up with, I still have to talk to Hydra, but we're going to come up with like a symbol that there is going to be like a tattoo on the Cashemon or something on the card or whatever, um, that determines that it's a legendary. Okay, it'll be really cool. I think it'll be a neat little thing, kind of marking it that, oh, look at that, it has the mark of, CASHVerse or something. That is a legendary, right? So we're going to come up with something like that. that is going to be kind of like the stamp for the legendary. Um, Now, scrolling down here, there's some stuff on here that I've already talked to you guys about, as you know, about the breeding. Um, your Cashemon will be able to breed once they're an adult. Um, Once they're an adult, you can. If you have a legendary breeds with another legendary, doesn't mean you're going to hatch a legendary, but the percentage goes up, right? If you breed a legendary with a common, obviously the percentage of getting a legendary is very low. So keep that in mind. Again, that is something that we've talked about and everything. Um, Now this is a new update that we've done to the document. So babies, when they're born, you guys are not able to battle real life players until you're a teenager. But there are going to be quests, and there is going to be somewhat of a storyline. So there's going to be quests where you can go on quests and battle bots, AI, Cashemon. There's going to be loot drop with that too. Doesn't mean every battle there's going to be loot drop, but there will be potential chances of getting loot drops, which means upgrading your weapons. So yet you can keep going on more quests and leveling up, and so forth until you evolve into a teenager. Then you can continue doing you know, quests and, missions, um, as well as battle other players. And then when you're a teenager or an adult, you will battle again other adults. Teenagers are only going to be able to battle other teenage Cashemon players. They're not going to be able to battle adult Cashemon. And the reason why, it's just like basically if you were an adult Cashemon trying to battle a baby Cashemon, the advantages would be way too much, and the players would not enjoy that. So teenagers are going to be able to battle teenagers, and adults are going to be able to battle adult Cashemon, because that means the more you play, your Cashemon will eventually level up enough to evolve or turn into an adult, and then you're on the same playing field as adults. So yeah, so there's that. That is something new that we definitely added to this, and we kind of um, got into more detail on how that's going to play out. There is a strength system, so there is going to be a strength system. There's going to be battle points, XP points, and there's going to be a strength. So basically, the strength system is going to be set up where it shows your strength of your Cashemon, and there's going to be a strength based off of. Now I'm going to read you down the list here. So there's 10 in total, and for the common, there's base color, eye shape, ancestry, family type, special features, and there's 0 through 9 strength. So this basically means that when your Cashmon is born, if it comes out with a certain color, base color, it could have more strength than another color. If its eye shape is a certain shape, it could have more or less. Ancestry type, same thing. They actually are going to fine tune this and tweak this, because we are bringing more of the ancestry background aspect into the gaming playing style. Um, so that is actually going to play a bigger part. So they are going to tweak the numbers and everything here. Again, everything is subject to change, but they are going to do some updates with this. So I'm just reading it to you as it is currently up to date right now. So ancestry is going to play a part. Family, if you're family type, you're born a certain family type or whatever, strength could be 0 to 9. Unique goes into the category. There's eye colors and highlight colors. Basically, like a highlight color is like the background of the Cashemon. Header type is going to be different head shapes and sizes and looks. So that's under rare. And then weapon and armor. Weapon and armor, again, play a big part, because, again, you will be able to use weapons and also armor for battling. So all of that's going to intertwine. You guys we'll get into more details later on, how that's all going to work, and show you guys everything like that. I'm pretty sure once you start playing the game, you'll understand it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Um, so there are going to be healing potions that you'll have to buy. There's going to be revive potions that you're going to have to buy, just like Pokemon. If your Cashemon gets knocked out or dies in battle, you have to revive them, right? So there are going to be aspects like that that you'll have to purchase. Haven't decided yet if it's going to be Ada Cash or Soul Cash yet, so please do not ask me. Once we find out and confirm, we will definitely let you guys know. Um, but what was I saying? So yeah, there are going to be healing potions, going to be revive potions that are going. We're going to look into buff potions as well that could buff your HP, could buff your attack, could buff your shield, things like that. So that, and basically the reason why is because if you have a common Cashemon, and let's say you have a common Cashemon, you're battling a legendary Cashemon, and you give him a buff during battle, well, you still could beat the legendary Cashemon very, very much. Just because you have a legendary Cashemon does not mean you're going to be most OP in the game and destroy everyone. No, there can be commons that will be able to destroy legendaries. We're making it as fair as possible so everyone has an advantage in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, so we are implementing potions to be able to be purchased, things like that as well. So as I'm going down here, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing some other stuff here. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. Just want to make sure I'm making sure. So again, as we've mentioned before, there are going to be different game battle modes. The one being the most extreme one is going to be where you place the bet of your own Cashemon, and if the winner beats you, he takes your Cashemon. That's for the extreme diehard players. But there are going to be other game modes too that you just do betting and stuff like that with Ada Cash or Soul Cash, things like that. So we are going to have again, we've talked about the marketplace. Okay, so that is nothing really new. So I'm just going through here really quick. Okay, so we did do some updates on the weapons. You guys are going to like this. So accessories are going to pertain a makeup of sunglasses, chains, hats, being like snow hats or whatever, baseball caps, things like that, watches, bracelets, and belts. We can also add some more if we need to. Armor, body armor, and I last night we updated it. Your Cashemon will also be able to hold a shield. Weapons, there's going to be swords, axes, machetes, sledgehammers, clubs, crossbows, ninja stars. And also, the team did tell me that if we want to add more weapons, we are able to do so. So we can always keep adding more weapons if needed. And also, we talked to the team, and they also said they like the idea of eventually bringing other characters, like I've mentioned many times, bringing other characters, kind of like a downloadable content, to the game as well. So they are definitely on board with bringing more Cashemon to the game eventually. So I definitely want to let you guys know that. So other than that, let me continue to go down. And so the battle is going to be structured so it's going to be random and unbiased. So basically, what I was talking to you guys about the strengths. So there's going to be a certain number frame from, let's say, for example, 35 to 54. Players with that strength will be able to battle players within that strength. Okay, so it's random, it's unbiased. Doesn't mean you have a more advantage than another person, and so forth when you're battling other players. So there are going to be those type of aspects into the game as well. And again, I believe that's um also excuse me, we are looking at for the ancestries. So to be able to also add variety to it, I missed this part. We might add some unique kind of tattoos, unique atomical features like limbs or like mouthpieces, things like that to the Cashemon as well. Again, we're still in talks about that, and yeah. So again, if we add things or take away things, I will let you guys know. But this is the current document that I've worked on for several hours in this past week with the team. Um, Everything again is subject to change. However, the more we keep changing, the more the game is going to get pushed back. And we both, me and the two other guys that I talked to last night on the meeting, we we agreed that we do not want to push this game out any further than we need to. So we're going to try to keep adding and the taking away to the very bare minimum. So yeah, I that's pretty much it, guys, though. So that's pretty much the big update for you. um I know it's a lot to take in. I know I cannot show you guys this stuff. I wish I could, but right now I just can't. But once we get more things fine-tuned and as the game proceeds to go further, you guys will get to know more and more, and I will update you more and more. um we're hoping that the A game will come out within a month. I don't have a set time. I'm just putting a ballpark out there. I'm hoping within a month. But again, we've added features. We've added the babies are going to come out with it, made sure that they're going to come out with accessories that are going to be random. We have to make sure that the ancestries are going to be random. We have to make sure that they come out with the weapons. So these are all things that we brought to them that they have to make sure. So when the babies are hatched, this is going to happen. Also, we're going to bring in the effect of nurturing and treating your egg for the 5 days when you're hatching them. So we're bringing in that too as well. So we're hoping that this will they will come out with the game. We'll have the game out within a month. We're hoping. Um, but we want to bring more than just a basic boring game for you guys. I'm very passionate about this. I think it's going to be really, really fun and good. And I'm just trying to give it my all the best way that I can as a gamer, and also as bringing liquidity and daily volume and the growth of the project too. So I have to think from both ends here, both spectrums when building this game with the team. So I think we're on the right path. I think you guys are going to really like it. I'm excited for it. Um, but yeah, so let me go ahead and catch up with some of your questions if you guys have any here really quick. Um, So let me look here. So no buffs from the unique accessories and Cashmon may be born with. No, no buffs. Um, when are you going to do a live stream? This info. Oh boy. I know I was right about the fire NFT. If you take better care of it, you'll be more likely to get a legendary Cashmon. That might be something we might intertwine. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but we'll have to see. That's not a bad idea. Um, Let me see here. Brian, I'm not a gamer. Will we be able to play this some way without battling another person? Yes, like quests. Yes, I've mentioned that already. There are going to be quests. You never have to battle a person. There are going to be quests for you to do. As a baby, as a teenager, and as an adult Cashemon, there are going to be quests. You'll battle random NFT, computer generated NFTs, so you can keep leveling up, grind for better loot, stuff like that. Yes, there is going to be kind of like a storyline style to the game as well. So yeah, yeah, you'll be able to. You don't have to battle players if you do not want to. Yes, PVE. There is going to be PVE, like I just said, and there is going to be PvP. Yes. Um, so yeah. Um, Again, like I said, there's a lot of stuff here. Um, so yeah. I want Crypto Gaming Boy. I want to know the effect the attributes will have in battle, like fire, poison, etc. Um, that right now we're still working on. Like I said, that's going to play a part with the ancestry background, and we're still working those out too as well. Again, this is fully going through the brand new updated document. We haven't even started the main game officially yet, building it. So once we get everything 100% squared away, then we'll start developing it and stuff like that. So then you guys will know more. But just again, picture it as Pokemon, right? I mean, that's the best way I can explain it to you guys. If you have a fire type Pokemon battling a water type, well, his strength, his attacks and stuff may not be super strong if it has the fire ability to it against the water type or whatever, right? So think of that mindset. It's hard to explain right now because we're still working on it, but I promise you, once we know more, you guys will know. So, yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much the big list, guys. Here, um, yeah. I mean that. There's a lot here. I kind of tried to skim through it as fast as possible for you, but there is a lot here. Some of it I just skimmed over because I'm not going to read it word for word. But I gave you guys pretty much the huge updates and stuff like that. I think you guys are really going to like it. I think it's going to be a really fun game. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm not going to end the stream right now because I'm pretty sure people are going to have some questions here for me. Let me go ahead and show you guys the Cashemons again. That's the teenage rabbit. The lizard tries to keep coming back. That's the teenage dragon. Or no, did I say dragon? That's the rabbit. Sorry. I'm tired. That's the rabbit. That's the dragon. That's the teenage turtle. The teenage lizard. I almost called him a snake. The lizard, and then the teenage falcon, which apparently doesn't want to get shown. Teenage falcon. So there you go. I'll put it on the dragon because I think he's pretty cool. If it'll stay, I don't know. But again, there are going to be 30,000 eggs for the egg game itself. And once the main game comes out, there are going to be more eggs for minting as well. So definitely keep that up to date. And then hold on, Mary said off subject, but you'll be happy. I was doing the Mary. Awesome, hun. Good job. Hopefully you won. But yeah, guys, we are trying to make this a play to earn game. We are trying to definitely stay away from the play to win or pay to win. So you probably won't see something about buying weapons or anything like that because I was thinking about it last night. I was like, maybe I can get that intertwined into the marketplace, but I was like, no, because that will be a pay to win type of feature. Because if people see people putting on the marketplace legendary weapons, if someone buys the legendary weapon that's a common and equips it, well, that's going to give him certain buffs over other people that are brand new, and he's just going to destroy them. And I don't like that. I don't like that feature, so we're definitely probably not going to do that. What do we got here? Free gender. When we get an egg, we will not know its common or legendary status until it hatches. Yes, you will not know until it hatches. So once it hatches, it could come out as a common, could come out as a unique, it could come out as a rare or a legendary. So you won't know. You'll know what breed you're choosing, but you won't know what if it's a legendary, common, rare, or unique Cashemon, and you won't know what ancestry background it comes out as either. And Crypto Gaming Boy, any plans to incorporate the game into the CASHVerse app in the future? That depends on how well the game does. Right now, we're just focusing on the browser side of it. But if the game does really well, then we probably will bring it to mobile and definitely intertwine it into our app that we're developing. Walter, will you incorporate earning the legendary weapons in the missions in the game? Yes. So if you do quests, there are, because it is a drop, so it is random. As you do quests, you will get chances of loot drop, and it could be a variety of different weapons or shields or armors to drop. And it could be a legendary, could be a rare, could be a unique weapon or a common weapon. But yes, there are going to be possibilities of that kind of stuff when it drops. Yep. Free gender. So then what is the point of playing the egg game? PS, I do not mean to sound like a smart. Just asking. Well, the egg game is so that you can start buying your eggs and cash them on and hatching them now before the main game comes out. So then you can start collecting. If you buy the Cashemon now and then you don't like the Cashemon, you can go ahead and trade them or resell them on the marketplace. So which you can then sell them to people. And if people buy them, then you get more money. And then you go ahead and buy more Cashemon and try to grind for the legendaries and stuff like that. That's the point. So yeah, it's just to kind of get you guys engaged and be able to start buying the NFTs and stuff like that until the game actually comes out. And collecting. Remember, a lot of people collect NFTs. People don't just buy NFTs just to have NFTs. They buy them to collect them too. So, and or resell them for more money. Well, that's the same concept here. Again, if you don't know anything about NFTs, please research what NFTs are and what people do with them. People make games like this. People buy them and collect them. People use them as their profile photos. They resell them to make more money. I mean, people use NFTs and do a lot with NFTs now today. So, that's the whole point. You can buy them, collect them. You can buy them and resell them until you get the legendaries for the game. And then eventually you can resell them for more money. I mean, it's just different how you want to approach it. But that's why we're bringing it out for you guys to get started. So I don't mean to sound, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I promise you. I'm just explaining it for you. That's it. So I promise you, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I also am tired. I went to bed late because I was on the call for over 2 hours last night with the team. And before this meeting, before this live stream, I was dealing with some other stuff and I was trying to crunch it all together and I didn't get a chance to do that. So free gender, sorry, I thought maybe the eggs were common and we would sell them and buy more eggs and try to get legendaries as they were randomly generated. Well, that's what you can do. Like I just explained. If you buy, so the A game is so that you can buy and mint your eggs, right? Hatch them. Let's say out of the 10 eggs, say you buy 10 Cashemon eggs and 2 of them come out to be rares. One comes out as a unique and then the rest are common. And let's say the rares are dragon or whatever one you're choosing that's your favorite. You keep the rares and you keep the unique. Then you can sell the commons if you want to. And then you can rebuy more Cashemon and then hatch them. And what if, maybe 1 or 2 will come out as legendary? You don't know. Or maybe you're trying to get a certain ancestry background that you really want. Let's say for a dragon, you want a zombie dragon or a zombie turtle, and you bought the turtle, but it came out as mythical, and you're like, I don't want that. So even though it's a rare, you're like, I don't want that. So I'm going to sell it, get more money, buy another turtle. And once it hatches, let's say it does hatch into a zombie now, you're like, yes, that's what I wanted. I wanted a zombie turtle. So now it could be a common. However, that's what you wanted. So now you can play the game and you could still evolve or level up and evolve your Cashemon to an adult, equip them with a legendary shield, equip them with a legendary armor piece. You can equip them with a legendary weapon. And if you're like, you know what, I'm going to resell them now, you can resell them for more money because he has legendary items equipped to him. So there's a lot of avenues you can take with making some money with the game too, as well as playing the game. It's not just an A game, it's an opportunity to make your NFTs. Yes, exactly. Yep. And so I will sell my comment. Yeah, a lot of people are probably going to sell their commons. But that also doesn't mean a lot of people may not either sell their commons, because if you get a common, and let's say it is a common rabbit and you're wanting an angel rabbit, and it happens to be a common, you can keep that. Because people are collectors too, and maybe they're not worried about the legendaries and rares and unique style. They just want it to, because they are going to look different, and they just want that one because that's something that they like. So there's variety in it. So but yeah, I don't trying to think of any other things here to discuss with you guys. Pretty much explained all the updates. Hopefully that was a good amount of updates to give you guys, because it definitely took some time to discuss this and catch everything up with the team on everything. So yeah, it was definitely some long meetings with them. And then Irish King, sorry buddy, I just seen this great video, bro. I'm gonna check it out now. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I've seen that our viewership has fluctuated up and down, and that's fine. So again, this will be recorded. This will be online. So if you guys need to check it out a little bit later, you're more than welcome to. Please feel free to. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything for you guys. Free gender. Okay, so the point of the A game is to gather species. The point of Cashemon is to gather legendaries or rares. No. Yes and no. And I mean by yes is because that's the whole point of all of it, and no, because you can do the same thing of trying to gather legendaries and rares during the A game. I promise you guys, once the A game comes out, you will understand. I can promise you. It's like 2 + 2 is 4. I can guarantee you will understand once the A game comes out, the whole purpose of it and the whole purpose of the main game. I promise you. It's literally so that you can start buying your eggs, hatching your Cashemon, and getting the ones that you're wanting, selling the ones that you don't want, or trade the ones you don't want, while making money, while collecting. And then once the main game comes out, then you start playing. So that's yours.
Am I allowed to open it?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh man.
So Mary just got home, guys.
Hi, everybody.
That is your other birthday gift.
Oh man.
So
You want me too?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want this?
No. I don't need that. James says, can we only buy 3 during the A game, or can we get up to 10? So you can get up to 10 per wallet. 3 is going to be a fixed price, a discount price of $50 worth of Soul Cash. The rest of the 7 after that is going to be 50,000. I believe it's 50,000 Soul Cash worth of each egg then. And yeah, so So you can have 10 per wallet. Now, if you sell them, you can clearly keep buying more. But we are going to have mechanisms set up in there, like I've explained before, where if you buy 3 at the discount price, and let's say you buy 10, you sell them all, and you go to buy 3 again, you will not get them at discounted price because it will mark it as it's your 11th, 12th, 13th egg and up and so forth. If you have 2 wallets and you're like, you know what, I'm going to buy 3 Cashemon here discounted, 3 Cashemon here discounted, you can, but you can't merge those. There are going to be things. So if you're trying to combine those wallets to make sure that you put all of it in the one wallet, you're not going to be able to, because we don't want people abusing, exploiting the $50 discount that we're being generous by giving you guys the first 3 for $50 topped out. So, which is really cheap for these eggs. Because what if you buy 3 of those and you get a legendary, one out of your first 3 for $50? That's a really good deal. But you won't know if it's a legendary, right, until it hatches, but it could very well happen. So but I thought this I thought I was going to have to take a little bit longer time to make this video for you guys. But I kind of went through it fairly quick, I guess. I guess I just touched up mainly on the main points, the main updates for you guys. I guess I didn't want to read through the whole document. Like I said, I skimmed over a lot, so I guess that's why. But I got, for the most part, I gave you guys all the newest updated information. Like I said, next week we should have the adults. Next week we should have the updated emblem. We should see the new game battle user interface sometime here soon. And yeah, so in the A game, I'm hoping it will be coming out here within a month, possibly sooner, we'll hope. But yeah, so we'll see. But I do very much appreciate everyone tuning in right now for this. It does mean a lot. So thank you very much. But if there isn't any other questions, I will probably end this as I am going to go and eat, and because I'm hungry, and I have to finish up with some other extra stuff for the project here that I needed to do before this live stream, but I wasn't able to achieve. So if there's no other questions, then I will go ahead and end the stream here. But please, if you haven't subscribed or anything, please like the video and also subscribe to our channel. We are still trying to get to 1,000. It would really mean a lot. And if we can get to 1,000, we might do a giveaway. So, and it'll be a pretty cool giveaway. So if we can get to 1,000, that'd be something that we'd like to do. Free Gender, this is going to be coming out on the Game Boy Color next week, right? Yeah, we'll make it so it comes out on the Game Boy Color. Wouldn't that be something? Oh man, that's nostalgia right there at its max, playing on Game Boy Color. But all right, guys. Well, again, thank you for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. Please like the video, share the video if you don't mind, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you.